say goodbye to CM Punk and say goodbye to the AEW Collision ratings. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and I find it poetic. The first Collision show without CM Punk and the first Collision show with the Young Bucks, the debut of the Bucks. And the show absolutely tanked. In total, it drew 345,000 viewers, which is by far the lowest the AEW Collision has done since the show premiered a few months ago. And it also did its lowest ever demographic by quite a long way as well, with only a 0.11 rating in the 18 to 49 demo. The show is down from last week's 552,000 viewership, which, let's be honest, is a low number in itself, but this week we're down 207,000. Now, let's just point out the show did go head-to-head with WWE Payback, and you might expect a little bit of a ratings decline because of that, but let's be honest, Collision was CM Punk's show. The reason people were tuning in was because of CM Punk, and now they no longer have that reason because Tony Khan has decided to let CM Punk go. He has fired CM Punk, and if you want to see my opinion on that, then you can check out many videos on the channel. But hey, if it leads to a return to WWE, then it will be absolutely worth it. So thank you, the Can Man, or as I like to call him, the Can't Man. But let's talk about something AEW Collision can't do at the moment, and that is get a good rating. And let's be honest, putting the Young Bucks and their Super Kick Party on this show isn't going to do shit. They made their debut. They thought they were funny as fuck. They thought they were the men. They thought they owned the show, making their debut the very first opportunity they get once CM Punk's out the company. They come on to CM Punk's show thinking that they are going to have the last laugh, thinking that they're going to steal the show, steal the spotlight. And what did they do? They took part in the lowest rated show of all time. 345,000 viewers. Pathetic. That's worse than Rampage. I mean, we're getting fucking close to TNA numbers here. Ring of Honor numbers. That's an abysmal rating. And what are they going to do? They're just going to cancel this show. Like, what is the point? It's not even beneficial. It's not beneficial having a wrestling show on a Saturday night. But because they needed one for CM Punk, Tony Khan made it happen. But honestly, now that Punk's gone, I wouldn't be surprised if we see Collision fold, or at the very least, if Collision moves to another night, because it's just not going to work. Saturday night is alright for fighting, but the thing is, people wanted to see CM Punk fight. They didn't want to see two little bitches called the Young Bucks. So they can come out, they can try and do the whole handshake thing. They can try and act like they're the greatest thing ever. They might have think that they've won. They might have thought that, here, we've got rid of CM Punk, but at the end of the day, CM Punk's already made his mark in wrestling. Nobody fucking likes the Young Bucks. Anyone with a brain hates the Young Bucks with a passion. Anyone with a brain does not appreciate anything that the Young Bucks do to professional wrestling, because the only thing they do to wrestling is ruin it, and we've seen it time and time again. So Tony Khan, he can add the Young Bucks to it's not going to do nothing. This show is a sinking ship, let's be honest. And I don't think anything can help it. Now, he did bring back Daniel Bryan, or Brian Daniel. I mean, who cares? Bryan Danielson, he never had that star order that CM Punk had. Even though they tried to push him in WWE, it was the most fucking phony, generic, forced push that I've ever seen. They manufactured Daniel Bryan. They did, with that whole yes chant. CM Punk didn't need a stupid chant. CM Punk was over by himself. Daniel Bryan's not over. It's just a word. It's a word that's over for Daniel Bryan. CM Punk was way bigger than Daniel Bryan. CM Punk is a guy that you can bring in and will draw a rating. Daniel Bryan's not. Daniel Bryan's just a little vegan man that likes to pretend fight. CM Punk's a guy that's actually got a bit of star credit with his name. He's been in multiple TV shows, multiple movies. He's been in UFC. UFC paid Punk a lot of money because Punk brought some name value to the Octagon. What do you think the Young Bucks would bring? As much as I would love to see the Young Bucks get their fucking ass kicked in a real fight, do you think they're bringing any money to MMA or UFC? Do you think they're bringing money to Dana White? Of course not. They ain't bringing money to nothing. AEW's losing money. This is just a big, big hole in Tony Khan's pocket. But fortunately for Tony Khan, his pocket is bankrolled by Daddy, so he's got an unlimited amount of cash. I know he likes to brag that he's got more money than Jim Crockett, but you don't. Your dad does. Let's be fucking real here. And your show absolutely sucks. Collision, get it in the bin. Anyway, guys, that's it. The lowest rating by a country mile. Like I said, over 200,000 down on last week's. Will they ever get a good rate again? Probably not, to be honest. Now, they might have the odd debut, they might promote the big match, and they might get a little bit of spike in the ratings from time to time, but I would be surprised if Collision can regularly get over 550,000, 600,000. I'd be shocked if they can get back to that rating. To be fair, I think it might be a while before we even see them get over 500,000. Nobody wants to see the Young Bucks. They all want to see CM Punk, and a lot of signs was like confiscated on Saturday night there, and I thought AEW bashed WWE for that. I thought AEW was supposed to be the company where professional wrestling lived. Now you've got AEW, and it is a dictatorship. It's no different from WWE. Let's be honest, Tony Khan didn't want bad publicity. He didn't want the backlash in Chicago, and he tried to take everything away from the fans. He tried to silence the fans. He tried to take their signs. That's no different. That's kind of the tyrannical shit you would see in WWE. So, I mean, it's the pot calling the kettle black here at the end of the day. When it comes to that stuff, AEW's no better than WWE. But anyway, that's it, guys. CM Punk's still gone. CM Punk, I think, will forever be gone. I don't think CM Punk would want to return to this shite company and work with children. He's not a stooge. Let's be honest, Jericho, Matt Hardy, those guys can be happy to collect the paycheck, but, you know, at least CM Punk has got a bit of nuts and he will stand up for what he believes in, and I respect that about the man. He could have just kept his mouth shut and kept collecting Tony Khan's money, but I like the fact that he stood up for himself against the elite and these fucking childish wimps, these morons, these man-children that are ruining wrestling in AEW. So I respect CM Punk, and I don't respect Tony Khan for getting rid. But, well, that's Tony Khan's fault, and he will see that with the ratings. Who knows how low it's going to go? Soon it'll be under 300,000, and then we're really getting close to cancellation stage. But yeah, 345,000, guys. What an absolute shiter for AEW Collision. Like I said, worst rating by far, and it will probably get lower. That's it, guys. Till next time. Peace.